Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's me, your homegirl Adosha Wright, with a wonderful video dedicated to the brothers in the struggle with their locks. Don't worry, Key Lolo got you faded. Now remember, on this platform this year in 2022, remember, this is the year of solutions. So if you're having any issues with your hair, hey guys, smile, look good, be flirty, don't worry, I got you faded. You want to know why? Because the hair help is here. That's right. Never fear, guys. Ladosha has you covered. Now remember, if you are new, or if you are returning to this platform, remember this is a no hair shaming zone, so please be kind online. So we hopping right into the video on hyper mode as I am beginning to lock Mr. Christopher's hair using my Amplify styling foam at his request because he does not like the gel. So that's no problem. So we love to make our customers happy at the Revis Design Team Hair Salon, and I think foams are much better, less sticky, icky, smelly, you know what I'm saying? And a heck of a lot easier to wash out of hair. So foams can be nice. They're not for everybody, but in this instance, they was okay, I think. So keep watching to see what's going to happen at the end. Now, as you can see here, what I'm doing is I am going to empower Mr. Christopher to understand some issues that's going on with his locks. So, first and foremost, he's waiting entirely too long to come and have his locks retwisted. Now, this is going to be a problem because what I'm noticing is that the top of his hair is starting to look and appear thinner. Now, I am not a dermatologist, so I do not have the education nor the license or the legalities to be diagnosing thinning or balding. Those are medical terminologies. And licensed cosmetologists, we can prognose, but we can't diagnose. So I'm explaining to him what I can see up top. And most guys don't really look at the top of their hair until they notice some thinning. So he actually was not noticing this, but this is what I'm here for. So I'm explaining to him not to wait too long in between getting his locks retwisted. And of course, he was a little bit concerned because he said, well, that's why I got the locks, because I didn't want to do that much to the hair. Hey guys, I just want you guys to understand, locks are hairstyles. These are not something that, for people who don't want to get their hair combed. No. So I'm explaining to him what's happening to the hair as he waits too long to retighten or palm roll his locks. So I'm moving the magnification up close and you can see already, he's waiting too long and the hair is beginning to break. And what's happening is he's losing density. Now, density speaks to the number of fibers that he has per cubic inch. And so what's happening is that there is an effort to try to keep the locks together. But as you can see, not a good idea in the manner in which he's caring for his hair. You can marry locks, but the hair has to be evenly proportioned. So I'm explaining to him how some locks were married before, but they wasn't done properly. And because he's waiting too long, he's undoing his investment. So here you can see from the different angles that I am explaining to him how marrying locks work and what you should do with the hair when you're going to marry. Here I'm demonstrating how the marriage on the other locks is over. And you have to be careful when you marry locks. And marriage means to take and thicker lock and a thinner lock and kind of intertwine them to preserve it. So I'm snipping off where the lock has splintered from the previous marriage, because when you see those two splintering off of the locks, it's time to snip that one piece off, okay? Because it'll make the hair too heavy, or the lock. So here I'm explaining to him how the one lock was too fine to marry. So I needed to find the right size lock to marry with that fine lock, so I would not have to cut that off. So I think there it is. I found one. And so now I'm explaining to him how we're going to take the two locks to the left and marry them to create one. Okay, and that's because the other lock in the center was too heavy, but this one is just right. Okay, so he's like, okay. So he did not want any gel or any type of a cream on his hair, but I told him we have to do this to make sure that the lock will stay put, because foams and mousses, they're very light and they don't have a hard hold. So when you have hair that's compromised, you want that lock to stay put as long as possible. So we're using Talia Wajid's products in the front because it's safer and it's more effective. Now, you can use what you like, but I'm feeling the Tight Hold by Talia Wajid because I think her stuff is the best on the market, okay? Okay, so now I'm explaining to him why we have to use the Talia Wajid and what he needs to do to maintain his locks at home. And I'm explaining to him how dangerous it is to go too long without retwisting. For Mr. Christopher's hair, I recommend that he gets his hair retwisted at least once a month, no more than 2 months. Anything beyond 2 months he's into, as you can see here, lock repair. So lock repair is when you're trying to save the lock, fix the lock, whatever, okay? So it literally means repair. So I'm going to marry the lock and then I'm going to twist it, and I'm explaining to him what's happening to the hair, again, from waiting too long. And the goal is to keep the hair on the head. If he's going to thin, he's going to thin, but what I'm not going to do is speed it up. So I'm showing him the length of his hair on my fingernail so that he could get a visual to see exactly what was happening to his hair. Now, he could feel something different was going on. He just didn't know what it was. And this could be hard to assess at home. So visiting a professional licensed loctician or cosmetologist who specializes in locks would be a great way to get some help. Here I'm explaining that we must follow his growth pattern. Sometimes you'll look at lock styles and the stylist has styled the hair against the growth pattern. Please do not do this, particularly if you know you're thinning, if you think you're thinning, or if you are thinning. You must palm roll or style the lock in the direction that the hair grows. This is not a clipper cut, and you don't want to go against the grain, meaning the direction. So I'm deliberately forming these locks around his hairline. Now, in the end, I also want to make sure that I'm not using high heat. No, that's too hot. Remember, he could be thinning. I'm not quite sure. I'm not a doctor. So to be on the safe side, I'm only going to use my temperature at 115. Now, that doesn't mean it's 115 degrees, guys, okay? It's just a scale that they use. So this is his hair in the end, and as you can see, he's looking real good. So mousses and foams can definitely be safe, a wonderful alternative. However, when you have some issues where lock repair is a must, you may have to go a little heavier. So first I used my Amplify foam. At the top I used the Talia Wajiz Tight Hold. And then I finished him off with the Wright oil just to give his locks a shine and a groomed finish, and he was very happy. I recommended that he buy a lock sock. Tie his hair down at night every night. Do not go to sleep with hair not tied down if you have thinning issues. And this is to reduce the friction. All right, guys. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget, if you want those products, you can shop inside the LaDosha Wright Amazon store. If you want to see some crazy, nerdy videos, you can check me out on TikTok. This Sunday, join me in person or online for the Ubuntu Hair Love Project. Just email me for the Zoom link and I'll do that. And we have some wonderful giveaways in person and a chance to win online. Also, join me April the 15th at the Kent State University Museum's Symposium about the Textures exhibit. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you so much for watching. Again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm almost at 1,000 followers. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media platforms. Peace, love, and hair. And if you ain't got no hair, then rub your beautiful bald head. I love you. Thanks for watching.